Oh, yeah. Sound of a nice cold one cracking open. Welcome back to Weekend's Last Beer, Season 1, Episode 6. I'm joined with my co-host, Frank Alongo the fourth, and I'm joined with Dylan Mervine. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Still a little hungover from this weekend, but
Hey, beautiful.
doing great.
Tired, Jack.
That's good. That's good to hear.
I'm
Well,
very tired.
we got a lot covered tonight. We got 4th of July recap, John Deere Classic recap, top 5 golf courses to play, and then our go-to golf club in our bag. So let's kick it off with the 4th of July, boys. We had one of the greatest holidays this weekend. God bless America. Love America. One of the greatest places of all time. For me personally, I went to the beach. My girlfriend's birthday is July 4th. So wish her a belated happy birthday, guys, out there. And we had a good time. We saw the fireworks at a restaurant, and we enjoyed our time. How about you guys?
What I did was I had a 2-4 for the shore party with my buddies. I had a couple people come over to our house. We all dressed up like we were going down to the shore. And then we had kiddie pools all lined up, and we were just drinking beer and sitting in beach chairs and just chilling. So it was pretty fun. It was a good time. One of my buddies actually stayed over the night, and then we just started drinking beers and just catching up. And actually, we were there until like 3 a.m. just talking next to the fire pit drinking. And we didn't even realize what time it was. And then we stood up and we had that like, oh, I'm not drunk. And then you stood up moment and it all hit you at the same time. And we couldn't stop laughing, crawling up the stairs. And our wives were not happy with us at all.
Well, 4th of July will do that to you for sure. What'd you have?
I wasn't as eventful as you guys. I did go to a barbecue on 4th of July. Had a good time. But played a lot of golf. I think I played 27 holes or 36 holes, whatever. I forget what I did. To be honest with you, it's been a long day. As you can see, I'm not in my normal abode. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, for work for the next 10 days. So you guys will see me in the same spot next week also. So much fun. But yeah, it was a nice weekend. I just wish I didn't have to travel today. The Philly airport was fine, but Atlanta airport, I'm going to say it, I hate you. I hate everything about the Atlanta airport. And if you've flown into the Atlanta airport or flown out of it, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I hate that place.
I don't think I've ever had more disdain for an airport. Like, don't get me wrong, Philadelphia is kind of trashy too. I was in there going to the bathroom this morning. I had to go in and take a leak. There was a fucking cockroach by my foot.
I hate Miami. Miami's probably one of my most hated. A lot of people say LAX. Never went through LAX before, but I heard LAX is dog shit. But I have a hatred of Miami right now. I've been there 4 times. Every single time my flight's delayed or canceled, and I'm sitting there for hours. And every single time it's just like some crappy just situation that everybody is, and then everybody's in a bad mood because they're leaving Miami and they're leaving vacation, and everybody's just in such a shitty mood whenever I get there.
Yeah, sounds pretty accurate to Miami Airport. I can attest. I think the only one I actually hate more than no, it's probably on the same level. Would probably be Newark. I really hate the Newark Airport.
I like Newark. I don't mind Newark at all. I like that better than Kennedy.
Well, yeah, I mean, all the New York, Northern New Jersey airports are dog shit. It's just which one.
Kennedy's the worst airport from New York City.
No,
I don't mind Newark because you could just take the train and you're right there. I can't stand Kennedy because you have to cross Manhattan basically.
Yeah,
to get there.
I don't mind LaGuardia.
It's horrible. No matter which way you go, the traffic is insanity.
Dude, let me tell you, being at the beach, so we went to Astig Island because my girlfriend's beach house is in Berlin, Maryland. It's not really in Ocean City, Maryland. But we went to Astig Island, and we had a quite the story because what happened was we were in line going to the beach, and her dad like looked at his gauge and was like, "Oh shit, like we have like less than half a tank. We have like almost empty. And we were just cruising to get to the front gate and then make sure like we don't run out of gas. So we turn on the AC off. We put all the windows down. Luckily, we got to our parking spot, parked there. And then on the way back, we were in some similar traffic. And then luckily we got gas, but we put AC off, went topless on the roof, and it was just insanity. Because have you ever had that feeling where like shit, like there's no gas station like anywhere near us, and like we could go empty. There's no way we can get there. And also, not to mention, at Assateague Island, there's wild horses. So the wild horses were just shitting on the runway, like right next to you. Like you could reach out and touch the horse. You're not supposed to. But yeah, it was insanity, and a lot of crap happened in Ocean City, Maryland. Like I don't know if you guys heard the news, but on the Ocean City, Maryland boardwalk, somebody shot off fireworks, and the whole crew, everyone on the boardwalk, just started rushing in waves. So it was some crazy stuff happening down in Ocean City, Maryland. So I'm glad I'm out of there. It took me 4 hours to get home today. But yeah, it was insanity. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. That is for damn sure.
Dude, I have a funny Ocean City, Maryland traffic story. So I thought it was a good idea to eat Chipotle going down to Ocean City, Maryland. And then my buddy was like, "Yeah, let's stop at Taco Bell before like we get to Ocean City because I'm starving." So I was like, "Okay, like I already ate Chipotle, but you know what? Let me get a cheesy cordilla crunch and a chicken quesadilla." So I ate that too. And like when you go to Ocean City, Maryland, like you go past all these fast food restaurants for a while, and then it's just all farmland. So like you're basically in Ocean City, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So we start hitting all of a sudden, like half an hour in, all of a sudden my stomach's going, and I'm like, oh no, like what is that? And then I'm driving. All of a sudden, like my face started getting really hot, and all of a sudden, like all this weight that was like here just dropped. Dude, I never had a poop so bad in my life.
Oh God.
Like all of a sudden, and I looked up like Google, and they're like, oh, you're not 20 minutes away from the next restaurant, like next bathroom stop. So I had to sit there for 20 minutes, and my stomach just kept gurgling, and my buddy couldn't stop laughing because I was literally sweating and literally was like right about like, oh my God, I might have to run in these woods and just shit. And my buddy could not stop videoing me, like just sitting there, just like, dude, don't talk to me. No one talk to me. I have to shit so goddamn bad. And then, yeah, I like ran into the bathroom and blew it up to the point like the guy next to me in the stall was like, God damn.
Oh, trust me, I get that, dude, because you're talking to a guy with stomach issues here. Oh man, I can't tell you. So I will let you guys in on something. Whenever I go anywhere where I'm not readily within like a 2-minute commute to a bathroom, I keep toilet paper in very strategic spots. When I go out on my kayak to go fishing, I got 2 rolls of toilet paper in my tackle bag. When I go golfing, I keep a roll of toilet paper in my golf bag. I have 2 rolls of toilet paper in my work truck. I got 2 rolls of toilet paper in my personal truck because when I gotta go, I gotta go. If I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I'm doing what nature intended, and I'm shitting in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll tell you a funny story. So my dad, he is very I don't know how to explain it. Like he loves he likes private courses. He's like, I don't mess with public courses. And I was like, Dad, like, why don't we go to a really nice course? Like, why don't we go to a nice course around here? And he goes, all right. I was like, I'll take you to Glen Mills. It's my, treat, blah, 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 blah. So we get to Glen Mills, and I'm not even lying to you. Like, you see all these nice dressed golfers, and I'm like, okay, good. Like, everybody's there. All of a sudden, I see these 2, like, hick guys walking up. I'm like, please don't be paired with us. Please. They're like, are you 1030? I was like, yeah, I'm 1030. Like, oh, we're partnered with you. And I was like, God damn it. Like, one dude's wearing work boots on the golf course. And my dad's just staring at me. He's like, I'm not judging. They might be good. And actually, they weren't bad golfers. They were like shooting like mid 90s, so like they could keep pace, you know. But I think it was like the 15th or 16th hole. Like there's tons of woods on the side of this green and like high grass, so you can't really see into it. Guy goes, you know what? I gotta take a shit. He literally pulls out a thing of toilet paper out of his fucking golf bag, walks right next to the green, like sort of into the grass that you could still clearly see him.
Right.
Squats down, just turns to me and my dad. He's like, "Don't look over here," and just starts fully on taking the shit. And my dad just stares at me and goes, "Never again." And I'm like, "You know what, Dad? You got me."
Yeah, no, it's
That guy's a pro, is what that guy is. He's a pro, and I'm jealous of his audacity. Honestly, his like audacity to do that is just makes me so impressive. Because like, you know, there's been times where obviously I've had to do some questionable things when it comes to taking a shit. Never done that. I've always
I was just like, oh my God, I couldn't even look my dad in the eyes. I was just on the golf cart, just staring straight, and he's just staring like fiercely, like right into my soul. And I'm like, okay, I get it. He goes, never again, never again. I just started laughing.
Dude, speaking of that, I went and played Rock Manor about, what was it, 2 weeks ago. I went and played just as a single after work one day. I got done a job at like 10:30. I was home by like noon, so I went out and played 18. Dude, we get, you know that, I think it's the 5th. It's that short par 4 where you can literally drive the green.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we get done that hole. I birdie that hole, and I literally turn to the cool kids I was playing with too. And I literally go, "I'll meet you guys in the next tee box." And they're like, "What? We got to tee off." I'm like, "You guys got to tee off. I got to go tee off in the bathroom." They're like, "What?" So yeah, I go to the club first. I race to the clubhouse because I'm nowhere near one of the porta shitters on the course. Do my thing, meet them on the next tee box. Then we get on the back 9, and that par 5. Right after that uphill par 3, I think it's like 13 or 12. I think it's 12, that par 5. We get off of that one, and the course is backed up, thankfully. So I literally go, "I'll meet you guys in the next tee box." And they're like, "Where are you going?" I race back up the hill because there's that porta shitter right at the top of the hill there.
Yeah.
And go again. And they're like, "What did you eat?" And I'm like, "A breakfast burrito. I'm sorry."
Speaking of that, let's kind of go off the beaten path. What was your most embarrassing golf situation where you had to go bad and you had nowhere else to go?
What do you mean? Like, wait, rephrase that?
So, you know, you're just talking about where you just talked about. Like, what is the most embarrassing situation where, like, you had to go bad and there was no porta shits anywhere, you weren't close to the bathroom? Like, what did you have to do? And go briefly into it.
Oh, I will say I have the best one of those. I know you guys don't have me beat on this one. I was on my kayak in the middle of the Susquehanna River out by 3 Mile Island. And I had to go. And so I'm nowhere near one of the islands in the middle of the river, nothing like that. I'm out fishing, all of a sudden, and I'm like, fuck. And so I'm like kind of paddling for a little bit, start really sweating, and I'm like, oh, shit. And thankfully I had the toilet paper in my bag. So I kind of just leaned my ass off the side of my kayak and deposited it in the Susquehanna River. Hey,
they work. If you need to go, you need to go. Well, I'll go briefly. I was in my sales job, right? We had just gotten El Diablo, right? And it was middle of August, right? We had a meeting with a potential customer, and we pulled into the parking lot, right? I let out a fart. It wasn't a fart. I literally went to the bathroom at the place we were meeting the person and realized I had shit myself. And I took my boxers off. I tossed them into the trash can, and then I just went free balling the rest of the day. That was the most embarrassing.
You mudded your jeans? You got some mud in there? You got some mud in there, brother?
I was in the khakis. I used the bathroom, disposed of my boxers, and then I went on with the day.
So I have 2. So one was high school football. I ate I think it was around Halloween time because I had 4 king size butter fingers, and I crushed them. I was just eating, and then I had a large chocolate milk, and I was just eating like shit all day. And then my buddy had a great idea to skip 8th period to go to Baja Fresh, an old Mexican restaurant. And like it's like sort of like Chipotle, but it's just older. And I got a big chicken quesadilla, and me and my buddy ate there. And then we went to football practice. So we were doing tackling drills. And like all of a sudden my stomach just started just like turning. And I'm like, oh fuck, like I have to fart so bad. Been farting. All of a sudden I got hit in the stomach during practice. And all of a sudden I felt like a wet ooze coming down my leg. And I like checked, and I'm like, oh my god, it's shit. Like I felt it hard. And my buddy noticed, and he was like, yo. And I'm like, I just start running to this like school where a locker is. Coach is like, yo, where are you going? And I'm like, I'll be back. And my buddy's like laughing his ass off. Dude, props to Chris because he didn't say anything to anyone, but he knew I shit myself because he was the one that tackled me. And I was running to the locker room, ripped my pants off, threw out my underwear, put it underneath this dirty pile of clothes, and like literally I free-balled football practice.
Oh, geez.
Waiting for everybody to leave after practice, and I wiped my ass with someone else's like pants.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
They weren't there, and then I threw them in the corner so no one would grab them. And then the next, then I came like home free ball and waited for everybody to leave to get changed so I didn't look like completely naked. They'd be like, yo, you were playing like, with no underwear. So I was like freaked out by that. And then the next day we all got a letter in our lockers like saying, if you shit your pants or something like that, you have to go tell the athletic trainers, blah, blah, blah. Because they thought someone probably hit their head or something. And they're like, oh, shit, I have to hide this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, no, I just ate 6 Butterfingers and then got rocked coming over the middle on a slant. Dude, it was little. Dude, you were literally the longest yard. Well, I think he shit himself.
Dude, I really hit myself. And it wasn't even like a hard hit. It was just like a little pop in the leg and I dropped. And I just went down weird. And it was like, and I'm like, that didn't just sound.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Also, I felt it oozing out of my ass.
Yeah. Goodness.
I think the only other most embarrassing one was it was like my freshman year at York, and I had one of the guys stand outside because it was like a half a door and you could see in there because I had to shit so bad and I just had him stand guard like no in there, hazmat situation.
Yeah, no, I've had those situations before. Mm-hmm. It's quite embarrassing.
Did you guys ever poop in the water before?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I pooped in the bay, and it was in front of a girl that I really liked. It was my buddy, his girlfriend, and this other girl, and a couple of my roommates. And I was like, dude, I have to poop so bad. My buddy goes, just poop in the bay. I was like, okay. So I'm in the water, like treading. I'm like, this is so awkward. I take a shit. Dude, it pops up like directly behind me. And I'm swimming as hard as I can. And my buddy's like, it's still chasing you. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I never swam so hard in my life.
That's
this is disgusting. Oh my God, it's like following me.
No, dude, it's funny because poop is such a funny subject to some people. It's obviously taboo to some people, but once you get comfortable enough in a relationship, I'm sitting at the airport today and Caitlin's like, bro, my shit's so long, and then just sends me a picture of it.
Sarah will still not let me be near her or near the door if she has to poop. She'll tell me she has to poop just because she knows I'll stay away. But I'm like, I don't care. And she's like, oh, babe, no, I don't want you to ever hear me. When she farts in front of me, she is so embarrassed. It's so this day.
Oh, dude, Caitlin's the opposite. She don't give a fuck, dude. She just hey,
Caitlin's gonna kill you after hearing this.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
she'll take pride in it, dude. She's like, dude, she'll be like, dude, she'll start sending them to you guys. She'll be like, dude, look how long this shit was. I
will die if she sent me a goddamn snap of that. I'd be like, oh my God.
Dude, I will say, I'm sitting there at the airport. I'm literally like, damn, that's fucking big, bro. I'm like, respect to you, brother.
Moving on. Let's talk about something about the John Deere Classic.
South Park did a great job of like every single guy like calling the Guinness World Record, like going, I think I have the biggest shit in the world. They're like, no, sir. Every single man calls us every day. It's so funny.
In all reality, it's just Bono.
It's just Bono. He just has to be the biggest piece of shit ever.
Speaking of this, let's get into something else.
Speaking of pieces of shit, no, I'm just kidding.
This is one of my favorite tournaments. I consider it the fifth major. I didn't get to watch it fully. The John Deere Classic ended today. Purse was $8.4 million, and what's his face? Who's the guy that won? I should know.
I don't know. I was on an airplane all day. I don't know.
Campbell.
Yeah, Brian Campbell wins in a playoff. You know, my biggest thing, I feel like within the last month and a half to 2 months in tournaments, these have gone to extra holes, and I enjoy that because
I do too.
It's like it brings so much joy. Like the Masters, especially one of the most iconic tournaments on the PGA Tour, going to a playoff round. I just think it gets those newer viewers more involved because they're like, oh, well, 4 days of this tournament can be boring, but then it takes to the playoff. And we've seen, 3 in the last 4 weeks? And Brian Campbell
went to playoffs this year. The Masters went to playoffs.
Yeah, that was fun. And I feel like more and more people who watch the Masters have fallen more in love with these tournaments because they get hooked on these extra rounds or extra holes, and it's like, oh, it's not over yet. And it brings some kind of excitement to the game because, for many years, when Tiger was on his streak, like it was just Tiger always top of the leaderboard majority of the time. Yeah. And it just, we knew that Tiger was going to win this. You know what I mean? But now like these new golfers on tour, I mean, this is Brian Campbell's second win on the PGA Tour. So I think it just is exciting. And it brings some kind of excitement to the game of golf. And I think more and more people are falling in love, to the sport. They're watching it more often. Some of my buddies who have not really been into golf until recently, they always text me, what do you think about this tournament? Like, that just makes me exciting because now they have fallen in love with what have already fallen in love with. So, yeah, Brian Campbell had a fucking pipe drive with a pitching wedge on the 19th hole, put it like 10 feet from the hole, had a birdie putt, and then, put it in for par because Grillo, he put it past the hole, and then he had a chip on. It was a terrible chip. So it was just exciting that these I would say these no-name golfers now are making their way. I mean, Brian Campbell is now, I think, 25th in the FedEx Championship.
Right now.
So that's just awesome to see that these, we're so used to Scotty Scheffler. We're so used to a Rory. We're so used to Adam Scott. These big names that people know of. Now these no names are kind of making their way. So it's exciting to see, Brian Campbell get a second win on tour.
Did you say Adam Scott?
I just said that because he's a big name golfer.
When the hell did Adam Scott win a tournament the last?
I'm just saying, like,
big household names.
Yeah. The household names are not winning these tournaments. There's these no-name guys. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely cool. I mean, it's honestly
late for this tournament, or is he already in Scotland?
Who?
To Scheffler.
He's probably already over there. I didn't see too many guys like some of the top names in the John Deere when I was checking it out this week.
Not either. But I did like watching Max Homa, but man, his putting just screwed him over.
Yeah.
His putting screwed him over. He had two putts. If he had a one putt on each hole, he would have tied and would have been in that playoff. And then Lipsky having an eagle on 17 to tie the first, and then bogeys on the 18th.
Yeah.
That's rough. Like, holy shit. I couldn't believe that. That was a tough thing to see because I was actually rooting for the guy. So I was like, oh, this is fun watching Lipsky come back and get this eagle. This is gonna be awesome to watch 3, playoff. And then all of a sudden he duck dives it. I mean, into the crowd. And I was like, oh no. And it was just like he was in the rough, then he had to like literally pitch it up, and then he hit a really bad chip that was like 15 feet away, and then he bogeyed, and I was like, holy hell. How do you eagle and then just completely just drop off on that? But I mean, that's why they play it. But it was really nice to see Max back into the game. I mean, him being top 5, I'm pretty pumped about. I would like to see what he does next week at the Genesis. I might put a little bit of money on him just to see how he does. Might put him in like the top 5 realm because I think he did really good putting all 3 days, and then the last 9 he just couldn't putt for some reason. I do like Lipsky. I just think I think it just got a little too big for him on the 18th hole. But I do like where he's going. I think he's going to be a good player in the next couple of years. I also like Hampel too. I think he's going to be a great player too. Watching him, how he hit those irons and how a couple of his shots went off, I was like very interested in seeing him, how he played. And how about the story of that one house, like in 4 years in a row, they had a champion in the house, like of the John Deere. So they just kept running the same house every year, and all 4 roommates won that in the 4 years like spectrum. And I think that's so funny.
Well, and it's like you said, I feel like any tournament with Max Homa kind of making a push is more exciting because I think Max Homa is a lot of people's favorite golfer, even though he hasn't really done much on tour. He just is always there. He's always kind of in the lead or in the running for it, and then for some reason he kind of shits the bed. But I mean, I love Max Homa. He's been through a lot. He got rid of his caddy because he's like, dude, it was his best friend. He's like, dude, I feel so bad for you because I'm not winning these tournaments, and I know your salary is based on when I win tournaments. So he got rid of that, changed up his sponsorships,
and a swing coach.
Yeah, swing coach. So I would love to see Max Homa make a run for it. I mean, he's always T20, T30, kind of in the middle. So
he always makes money no matter what. He just makes his money all the time.
Right. And Dylan, to answer your question, yes, Scotty Scheffler was already in Scotland, so he skipped out on this tournament. He's waiting for the Open.
That's what sucks though, because John Deere is actually a really fun tournament to go to, like to watch. And a lot of guys skipped out this year, and I was like, damn, dude, like this sucks. Like I wish I would see all like the top guys playing this. But I mean, I'm pumped for the Genesis Open. That's going to be fun in Scotland. Yeah. And then after that, the British Open.
Yeah.
So
the PGA moved a lot of shit around recently. Like the PGA Championship used to be in August. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it was. And like, I feel like all the majors are so like close together. It's like, I mean, of course it's fun because it's the majors, but it's like I used to have fun where it was like, all right, we got the Masters. All right, now we got 2 months till the U.S. Open. And, you actually had guys who would go out and play like the St. I mean, I obviously know it's not the time frame, but like the St. Jude's, like the Shriners, the John Deere, and now they're doing these whole signature event things. And it's like, I feel like it's kind of throwing off a lot of shit anymore. And I wish they wouldn't do that because, like I said, like it used to be fun when all the majors were spread out and then you had the Tour Championship at the end, you know what I mean? Right after the PGA.
Well, like I always feel like I think the big kickoff of the PGA season to start is always the waste management. That's always like the big kickoff, right. I think that's like the party major. Like everybody's like excited for it to come back. It's during Super Bowl weekend. Everybody's like, all right, golf is back, baby. Here we go. It's going on. And then you see them playing all in like southern part of the United States. I always look forward to the waste management because I always look at it like, oh, this is the beginning of golf season. And then like I always look at the Masters as like, okay, that's like the first quarter's over. And then I look at the US Open as like, okay, that's your midterm. Like that's playing school wise. And then the end of third quarter is probably the British Open, and then the PGA Championship is in the fourth quarter. Like, and that's how I always look at it. But Now it's a little different. I still trying to catch up and try to figure it out a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
And I mean, we're not gonna make a big shake in the world, but like, would you guys, being golf fans, would you guys like to see more of like the Zurich Classic where it's a team sport? I know,
No.
you know,
No.
Liv does it,
No.
and it's kind of exciting, but like when the Zurich
That's
Classic,
boring.
you don't think so? I
Boring.
personally like.
I only enjoy it, in all reality, I only enjoy it when it's the Ryder Cup. And it's just because it's USA versus everyone, 1776.
And it means so much more.
Yes. Like, that's the only time I enjoy match play in any sense where it's like team. Obviously, like I said, I played high school golf, so that was what that was. But that was like, you're playing for your school. Same thing with obviously not the same thing, but it's like it's the Ryder Cup. You're playing for your country, and
Or the Olympics.
Yeah, or the Olympics. I mean, even the Olympics, it's not even necessarily
Match.
like a team or a team play or anything like that. It's literally you're playing. Yes, you're representing your country, but it comes down to individual stroke play. It's not like a match play where it's like, all right, one up, one down, shit like that. That's where the Ryder Cup. Don't get me wrong, I love the Ryder Cup, but just match play for me, it just isn't that fun. And outside of the Ryder Cup.
I agree. And like the only time I really truly watch it is maybe during TGL. And that's like off season for golf. So that's the only time I truly watch it. Or if Bob does sports or someone does that and they're fun to watch no matter what. So
yeah, I mean YouTube golf it's different than tour golf, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. I mean I like watching Max and like Phil and all those guys do it, but you're hearing their personalities more, you're hearing this. Like when Liv does it, just I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't like it with the PGA. The only time I like it, like you say, Dill, is during the Ryder Cup, and it's just something different. But I don't want it to ever be different after that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's something to talk
And he
about.
completely just derail you to it.
No. You guys literally hit what I was talking about. I mean, it's something that I've always kind of in my little mind kind of pushed around because I don't know. It just seems like maybe I just watched one of the Full Swing episodes about the Zurich Classic, and it just gave me some kind of excitement. And it's a cool thing that like they pick their best buddies to play with and make some waves. So I don't know. It's something to have a conversation about. But yeah, I mean,
cool, but don't get me wrong. It's not like it's not cool. Like, yeah, it's golf. I'm gonna watch it, but it's not like my favorite. I guess layout or format. Like I said, it's really only the Ryder Cup that really gets the jollies off with match play or kind of team play or anything like that.
I'm excited for the one thing that I am excited for and like to see like where it goes from here is the TGL and where other places are going to do it. Like, I don't like that it's only in Orlando is the stadium. I think it's in Orlando, the stadium.
It's in January.
But I would like to have it like maybe like one in New York City, one here. Like, I would like to like maybe have it so like all of us could go see. And I would like the Philadelphia team because I am from Philly, so I'm kind of like biased there. But I would like to actually have a city of mine, like my city in it, so I could actually support it. It's kind of hard to do it, but that's where I'm at on that kind of stuff.
So, question that we've already really talked about is like, what is our top favorite golf courses to play at, and where have we played? Let me rephrase it. What are the top 5 courses we've played at? In our career playing golf. The way you've played it, the layout of it, like what in your guys' mind is like the best top 5 courses you guys played at so far?
So I'm very biased, but I feel like everyone is when it comes to golf. My favorite style of golf is links.
Hate that.
See, I love links courses. They're my favorite. So I would have to say my favorite all-time course I've ever played at would probably be Jericho National. That would probably be my favorite. I just love that link style. My second favorite would be Royal Manchester, up in Manchester, Pennsylvania. Small ass town with beautiful golf course. I think Jack's played there before, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third. I'm gonna say the Rock Manor, just because I'm kind of biased towards it, but it's a really beautiful course. The greens roll nice. Fourth and fifth is gonna be hard. The old course, probably the old course down in Texas. Oh God, what the hell was the rest of the name of it? I forget, but I travel a lot for work. And so I bring my golf club sometimes. And it was called the Old Course. It hosted an LPGA. It hosts an LPGA event. And it's down in Texas, right up by Frisco.
Lakes course?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Okay.
Beautiful course, beautiful conditions. Texas golf is a lot of fun. It's not one of those states where like the first thing that comes to mind for you is golf, but they do have some really beautiful courses there. And I think my fifth favorite course that I have played, Five Ponds. Five Ponds.
So Dylan,
Five Ponds.
let me ask you this: playing in Texas? I've never played in Texas. What is it like playing in Texas?
It's really there is quite a few different things about Texas. One being you actually need to check for snakes in the sand traps.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way when I go to get my ball and I literally scream like a little girl and I'm gonna shit myself because there's a fucking copperhead sitting right in my golf ball.
Jesus.
So I literally turned to the guys I was playing with. I'm like, I'm playing this as ground and repair, and they're like, that's fair. And I literally said, that's yours now. That's my donation to you. Leave me alone, pretty much. You just dropped the ball outside the bunker and chipped up. But I also played in like April, May. So it's still a little like early kind of in the season where you're not getting the cold weather, but you are getting the winds. So I did have that where I hit a 60-degree flush, a 60-degree, which I normally will hit, in a 70 to about 95-yard situation. And I had it going like 50 yards because the wind was just straight knocking it down. And I'm just like, okay. But other than that, it's not too different.
Okay. I was curious because I would definitely want to play there, but
I think we could definitely make a trip down there because I want to play next time I'm down there. I want to play the East Course for PGA Frisco. That's where they're holding the PGA in 2027. So I definitely want to play that. So I think we can, make a trip as long as
clear it with the wives.
Exactly. Frankus, what is your top 5 courses you played at so far?
Number 5, I would say Torresdale Country Club. Fourth has got to be, I'm going to say Jeffersonville. 3 is Liberty Hill. Number 2 is Tavistock Country Club. And number 1 is National down at the Jersey Shore. So, yeah, they're all country clubs, but one, and that's Jeffersonville. I like them a lot because there's so much history behind it. They had the 1945 U.S. Open there, so it's pretty cool to look at the history of that. Liberty Hill is really fun to do because there's just a lot of history behind that because that course was built in the early 1960s, and it's just there's some history behind that. Jeffersonville is really cool too. It's a Ross field course, and you actually have to use your brain around that. I really like that course a lot, and it's a great public course. If you haven't been, number 2 is probably one of the coolest courses I've ever been to. Is Tavistock in Haddonfield, New Jersey. If you guys ever get a chance to play there. Tiger Woods is a member there. It's a really exclusive golf club. I actually played there for a golf tournament, just I think it was a 2 scramble teams, and some of the people that I met there, it was insanity. of like how good some of these guys were. We shot, I think, a 66 with my two. Some teams shot like a 61, and I was like, okay, never mind. I guess we're not going to win this one,
Right.
But it was really cool to play. And actually, I didn't see him, but Joe Flacco is a member there, and his house is right on hole, I think 8 or 9. And then just like there's some celebrities there that I wouldn't even like think would belong to such like hole in the wall golf course, but that golf course was like probably one of the most pristine golf courses I ever seen. And the funny story is that the fairway director for the Masters is actually their greenskeeper, the main greenskeeper for Pakistan.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
That's pretty cool.
it's really nice.
Yeah, no, for me, I'll take it. I'm gonna go with my home course, Newark Country Club. I've been a member there since I was 3. It's not a fancy ass course, but it's a good course to play at if you're starting out or just want to play with your boys and things like that. Course is beautiful. They've done a lot of work recently within the last probably 4 years where they've taken a lot of trees. They've planted more trees and things like that. So they've replaced the green. So it's a really nice course. I'll take you guys out there eventually sometime this summer. I think you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to go.
Sunday.
What was that?
We should do it this Sunday.
This Sunday?
I am in Atlanta, Frank.
Yeah, so we can't do
God,
that.
you're in Atlanta. God damn it.
I'm surprised you didn't say this, Dylan. Bully Rock.
Oh shit, yeah, dude. Honestly,
Rock.
going back on it now, I'm like, shit. There was that Pocono Manor we played at the one golf trip. That was a fun one. Shit, I'm like, it's kind of hard when you play this many courses. You're like, oh
Right.
shit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't even think about the course. God, what's it called? Though, like the big golf thing in like Pennsylvania, right in the middle of it. I forget the name of it, but there's like I think over like 50 holes that they have on their land, and it's like awesome because they have these huge resorts all over. Like they're a huge resort right in the middle of it. I forget the freaking name of it, but I went there before, and it was a really cool golf course too. I liked it a lot actually. But yeah, there's a couple courses that I wish I remembered I played too.
Right. Somebody was a little tipsy. Bully Rock, I mean, Dylan and I played there. It was a nice day. I mean, I broke my ankle pretty much. But it was just cool seeing like all the Big Ten flags in the distance. That was awesome.
I want to play there.
Yeah,
you guys been talking so highly about it.
No, Frank, we definitely will take you out there. Maybe sometime in July or in August. I think you would like it a lot.
I'm playing French Licks next week, so
okay. So not next week, but maybe down the road.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. But then, Dylan, you mentioned about our golf trip. I think Jack Frost Resort. That's the course that we played at. Where we didn't go last year.
I wasn't there last year. I couldn't go.
But that course, we literally went through the 4 seasons. We had summer, we had winter because it got really freaking cold in the beginning of a round. It hailed, and then it got nice again. So that was a cool course. We had an early tee time. We did, scramble. That was fun. So I recommend Jack Frost and the Poconos. And then I'm going to go with I really like Moccasin Run. I don't know if you like that, Dylan, but that course was nice.
I liked it a lot. I just, the thing is, dude, I've just played so many courses. It's hard to like actually sit there and be like, all right, which one was the best? You know what I mean? And it's
exactly
hard for me to say. I will say Jericho would probably be still number 1 for me, just because that course is fantastic. I mean, I hope one day I'm able to get you guys on there, but it is a private club, so we have to know somebody, which we'll see what I can do.
Exactly. We'll pull some little strings.
Did you guys ever play Honeybrook?
No.
Yeah, I played Honeybrook.
I like Honeybrook a lot. That's actually a really nice course.
Where's that at?
In Lang, right outside of like right near Moccasin Run.
Okay. Well, we gotta play there because I wouldn't mind.
Well, hell, we might have a new number one, all of us, after that thing I talked to you guys on the phone about. To everyone who's watching, big things.
Big things are happening. Big things. And then I'm gonna go with it's a course that is where I live now. It's Furnace Bay. Furnace Bay is not your typical 5-star golf course, but it has the coolest. It from 2 to 6, you play all like throughout the water. It's around like the bay. That really will screw your score up. Like literally, it is narrow. Like one of the drives on, I think it's 4. You can't see where you're going, so it's a blind shot. I gotta take you guys there in Northeast. And then my last one, I'll probably go with recency bias. World Tour Links. I really did like that course a lot.
Fuck, I forgot about that course.
It really, if you guys are a golf nerd like we all are, you guys would fall in love with that course. And it's just very, in a way, historic because you see all the courses that you see on live television that have been played in the past, and you get to play them. They're twins, so it's a really cool course, and I recommend Dylan for your bachelor weekend. When Frank and I go down next year, we can play there with you and your buddies. So that's my top 5.
So I don't know if I told you guys already. I'm putting in the deposit. We are actually playing TPC Myrtle.
Oh, freak yeah! That's awesome.
And I got it. I got it. Talking to the guy, I got to make the deposit in August. But it's gonna be like $140 or $150 a person. And it's going to include it's going to include 18 with the car, lunch, and 2 alcoholic beverages per person.
That's so cheap.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I'm spending $450 for French Licks.
Yeah, no, I mean TPC Myrtle probably isn't anything, obviously French Licks, but
no, I think it's up there. I think it's one of the top ones.
Oh no, it's a great course, but I mean it doesn't have the history of French Licks.
No.
So it's like.
Dylan, let us know after this, when you're going down, because I can let my aunt know where we can get the condo, so we have a place to go down.
I'll give you the dates. I already have them. I'll text them to you after this.
Text them to us. Yeah, I mean,
we'll have people come.
Yeah, we're gonna have people. I don't want to put it out on live. Not that I don't love our listeners and our viewers and our followers and everything, but I don't want people showing up that we never met on my bachelor party being like, hey guys, let's play some golf. And I'll be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Who are you? How do you know me? Things like that.
I'll be like, oh my God. Yeah. Great. Middle's great. No height. No, I don't know you at all. Who are
You're my cousin, maybe?
Yeah.
In that same vein, I feel like we've been golfing for quite some time now. What is your the way I'm going to phrase this, what is your most reliable golf club that you can rely on, that you'll have a great shot, brand that you've had in the past, things of that nature? What is your go-to golf club and golf clubs? And when you are playing 18 holes, what is your go-to that you can kind of your security blanket? You can pull out of the bag and you can hit it, a decent amount.
So I'm going to go straight up because you guys know I am a short game aficionado. That is my area. I will probably say that will probably be my 60 because that is the club I can do anything with. You can put me next to the green. I will hit a flop shot. You can, put me 60 yards out. I'll pitch it to 10 feet. Or in. That's just the club I've always been the most comfortable with in the terms of my short game. I have no issues where I'm pulling that out of my bag and I'm like, shit, I hope this is good. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go do this with my 60.
I like my 50. TaylorMade, Milled Wedge. Yeah, that thing is the best. And it already has rust on it. I don't know how it got rust on it, but it has rust on it. So I could really have so much backspin on there that I know within like 110 to 280 yards, I know I could get it to backspin perfectly and bring it back. I just have so much control of that club. It's just ridiculous. Or my 58 too, my Cobra 58. I really like that club too.
So, Frank, explain to those people who are first-time golfers what the rust means and why it's a good thing.
So when you do get rust on a club, it doesn't mean like it's just been sitting there. It means like you actually use it a lot. But the rust, it makes the groove, it makes it a lot tougher on the face of the club. And when you hit that ball, it's going to make more contact onto the ball. And it's like more like sandpaper hitting your ball. And it's going to make more rotation on your ball. So it's amazing when you're hitting that and you're like, okay, I need a lot of backspin on this. So when you hit that ball, you know it's going to dead stop or shoot back. So you have no problem hitting over your target and letting it pull back on you. And you actually, it looks really cool when you like look like you know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I rust my club on purpose.
Yeah. I didn't rust that on purpose, but it rusted somehow. And I'm like in love with it. I'm like, oh my God, it rusted. And I'm never getting this off. This is amazing. So yeah. I love it.
I mean, it's just honestly, like you said, it increases your spin. And that's what, I mean, obviously me being a big short game guy, that's like my biggest thing. I've rusted like 4 clubs. All my wedges are rusted because the spin on them is just ridiculous. Like my 54, I can get my 54 from like 115 out to stop on a dime. It's like insane.
Yeah.
Like, holy
I'm trying to get my Cobra to rust. I just don't know how to really do it yet. I've been looking up YouTube channels and stuff, but
I have a solution in a spray bottle in my basement I'd use for mine.
I might give you some of my clubs to do it then.
Yeah, I already have it mixed up, so all you gotta do is just give it to me and I'll get it set up. I have a solution that I use.
Oh, sweet. I'll give them to you then.
Yeah.
You hear that, everybody? Whoever needs rusted clubs, just send it to Dylan. You just set yourself up too much.
I mean, I really like smooth water or Surfside or Miller Lite. I mean, you know, I take liquid payments. It's okay.
No, I mean, for me, my go-to club probably, would be my 9-iron. I just know I am consistent with hitting that, my 150. I always have a good shot on it. I always rely on it. I can also say my 4-wood, which is a fake club. It is a 5-wood shaft with 3-wood head. But Dylan, as you can see when we played with Dalton at Moccasin Run, I was smoking that thing. Like I was hitting that very well, consistently, straight down the narrow. So I mean, that club is more reliable. If I'm not hitting my driver well, I'll turn to the 4-wood because I just know I am confident in that club and I can hit it very well and consistently. So that's my go-to. I mean, yeah, as you guys all mentioned, rust on a club doesn't mean it's old. It means that you're using it a lot. I don't have rust on my clubs yet, but eventually,
you don't have any raw clubs. You need So I will say to anyone who doesn't know or is a first-time golfer, you can't just rust any club. It has to be raw. It can't have a finish to it because it won't rust.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So when you see, if you're on Golf Galaxy or Second Swing or whatever avenue you get your clubs from, and you see like the Callaway Jaws Raw or like the Ping Glide 4.0 Raw, that's what that means. It's raw. It's not. It doesn't have a finish to it, so you can rust that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we got a lot going on with this podcast. We got a lot of shit cooking. We're gonna have some videos that are coming out. Some rounds at some specific courses, 9-hole scramble that we may be playing at. Not going to mention. You guys will see it on YouTube. But yeah, we have
classified information.
Very highly classified. We got a competition. I wouldn't say, maybe a game that we are auctioning off a sand wedge. And Dylan, if you want to talk more about that, just kind of reiterate what we're looking for.
I will gladly reiterate this. So we are giving away a tailor-made milled grind wedge of your choice, righty
Love
or
that
lefty.
club, by the way. That was my favorite club I just mentioned.
It's a very nice club.
That's great.
Righty or lefty, degree of your choice from what they sell. I think they sell like 50 to 60. So if you want a 50 and you're a lefty, we'll get you a 50 and a lefty if you win. If you're a righty and you want a 60, you got a 60. We are also giving away some very, very cool custom golf balls that have our logo on it. We'll be giving away a sleeve of them, and we'll have some more of them coming up soon for, obviously, if anyone wants to buy some, if we want to give more away. We'll honestly see what's going on, but we like Jack said, we have some things cooking. We're like Min Woo Lee in here. You just guys need to let us cook, and we got some big things coming for you.
Frank, do you have anything to say on that?
Nothing really. Just let us know if you guys want to golf with us. If you have any cool ideas with golf courses or any ideas for videos that you guys would like to see, or even topics.
Or if your dad's a member of Jericho National and wants to take us out.
If you know anybody at Tavistock, please let me know. But no, yeah, guys, there's a lot of big things happening with us. We might have a actual beer company. I don't know how to say liquor company, whatever the two you would call it. They're reaching out, and we have some things going with them right now. So we're really excited to share with you guys what's going with us. It's
Exactly.
really fun, a lot of good times, a lot of interesting people reached out to us that we will be golfing with in August that we are not going to announce yet until it actually happens. But if you're in the Philly area, you'll know these people, especially if you're in the golf world of Philadelphia. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
All I want to say is, and then we'll hop off, is we're trying to get a goal within the end of this month, beginning of August, to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Please help us out. We will do more and more of these giveaways because we really care about our audience. We're really trying to make this thing big. I mean, we're just three guys who love golf, and we have come a long way in the world of golf, and we have grown steadily with our Instagram. So please let your buddies know, your parents know, your cousins know that we're here. We will golf with you. We will pay for your golf round. Just help us get to 1,000 followers within in the next month or two, and we will do something great. But without further ado, guys, all I got to say is play 18. Don't care what she says. Love you guys, and we will see you next week. We will be going live at 9:00 next week, not 9:30. So stay tuned.
Right. My fault, guys. I'm sorry for the late night.
Nah, you're good, dude.
The flight. I didn't get in. I had to get food. I'm sorry. I'm such a piece of shit. One more thing, guys. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. We'll talk about the giveaway. If you want to enter, go to our Instagram, follow us, tag 2 friends. You're automatically entered. That's how easy it is. And if you want to
add it to your story,
Yeah, add it to your story. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It's been a long day, boys. Add it to your story. Follow us. Tag 2 friends. That's how easy it is. And then maybe you can have a brand new wedge.
All right. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Later.
Peace.